What's going on, people? Welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV. Welcome back to another preview for you guys today. The first preview of what's going to be a long but hopefully fulfilling Premier League season for us today. It is Chelsea versus Crystal Palace, home at Stamford Bridge. We will be back here for the first time in over a year and a half for Premier League football. I hope you guys are just as excited as we are. We're going to be previewing the Crystal Palace game here and going through our predicted lineup. So guys, if you want to see this video and see more content, smash the like and subscribe button to Chelsea Fan TV, and let's try and get us to 130k subs by the end of the Chelsea Crystal Palace game. We need every one of you guys' help. So if you guys haven't done it, just press that button. That's all that we ask. Just press the button and we'll leave you alone, guys. We promise. So hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, press the bell notification button, and let's go straight into the preview. It is Chelsea versus Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge. Thomas Tuchel's first ever full season as Chelsea manager. Patrick Vieira's first ever season in management. So there's a lot to look into in this sort of game. Well, Patrick Vieira's first professional game in management. From what I've heard, he plays an attacking style of play with a strong press, but don't hold me to it. For all I know, we could be seeing Arteta ball for the next 90 minutes. So don't hold my words as gospel. I haven't seen a Crystal Palace game. I'm just going off what I've heard from Crystal Palace fans. But I don't really know what to expect from Crystal Palace. And with Chelsea, it's easier to predict because our star summer signing, Romelu Lukaku, is not going to be at the game. So I do expect it to be the same old. We create a lot of chances. We maybe put one or two of them in the back of the net, but we struggle with our conversion rate other than that. If Crystal Palace play a low block, which I hope to God they don't, we could be in for a very long 90 minutes. If Crystal Palace actually try and give us a game, you never know. It could actually go either way. Crystal Palace might give us a shock. Probably not. But if they did, I would hold it to the fact that we have had the most players in Europe go out to European competitions and go out to Copa America as well. So fitness is a huge problem for us going into this game. But regardless of whether we're fit or not, we've got quality and we've got enough quality to get the 3 points against Crystal Palace. They've got their danger men. Wilfried Zaha, of course, we know loves a game against Chelsea. Christian Benteke has struggled in recent seasons, but when it's against Chelsea, loves a goal. So we can't sit here and underestimate Crystal Palace. They are perfectly capable of causing problems. And they also love a game at Stamford Bridge as well. So we need to be on our toes. We need to be fully switched on. We can't be complacent going into this game. We'll celebrate being European champions all that we want, but when we're on the pitch, we need to play like European champions. But I do think we have the quality and the capabilities of doing that regardless of our injuries, regardless of our players' fitness. We should be able to get the 3 points. I'm going to go into score prediction later on in the video, but until then, we will go straight into our predicted lineup. So let's get straight into it now. In goal speaks for itself, Edouard Mendy. Kepa produced some amazing heroics in the Super Cup final. Big up to him because at the very least, that's another trophy in his locker room. And that's also another big moment for him at Chelsea too. If he leaves Chelsea this season or next season, he leaves with a good legacy. Regardless of the 1920 season, we're going to remember him for the run to the Europa League final and we're going to remember him for the Super Cup heroics. But we're not expecting to be conceding any penalties today, so it's just going to be Edouard Mendy and we can move on from there. We don't need to speak too much about it. Edouard Mendy keeps his spot. Moving into the back three, and I'm only going to make one change. For me, I'm putting Andreas Christensen in the middle of the back three, only because I didn't really rate Kurt Zuma in the Super Cup match. I thought his play on the ball was still a bit shoddy at times, and I think we need some composure in the middle of that back three. Thiago Silva isn't going to be fully fit yet, and he's still got age on his side, so he might take a bit longer than the other players do. Azpilicueta may be fit enough to start. He could be a potential to be in the squad. But for me, I'm going to go Christensen in the middle. I'm going to go Antonio Rudiger on the left. He keeps his spot as usual. And I'm going to go Trevor Chalobah on the right. He was one of our man of the matches in the Super Cup final, and he's been one of our best players in pre-season as well. I see no reason why Chalobah deserves to be benched for this game. If anything, he deserves another start. I know he's very likely to be going out on loan anyway, but that still doesn't mean we can't use him while he's still at the club. And while he's on this level of form, we keep him on the squad. If it's not him, Azpilicueta probably starts. I know Tuchel said in his post-match press conference, we looked a lot more stronger technically when we had Azpilicueta on the pitch. So if he's fully fit, maybe Azpilicueta starts. But for me, I'm going to go Chalobah, Christensen and Rudiger in our back three. For the wing-backs, I think Callum Hudson-Odoi keeps his spot at right wing-back. Despite him not being that impressive in the Super Cup, I think it's going to be another opportunity that he needs to take to impress, and he needs to start taking these opportunities. Callum Hudson-Odoi has a habit of being a slow starter. He was a slow starter last season as well in the Frank Lampard reign. I'm starting to see it again here too, but he did have a very good pre-season as well. So I'm going to keep him in for this game, but I need a better performance. I'm going to just give him the benefit of the doubt and say that because we saw Emery put 11 men behind the ball, maybe he struggled in space. But Crystal Palace, no excuse. I need a better performance from him. Left wing back, I would like to see Ben Chilwell start, but he's still coming back to full fitness, so it's likely that we're going to see Marcos Alonso play. Or, to be honest, maybe we could see some rotation. If Emerson's fully fit, maybe you see him in the squad, but Emerson's come back from European duty with Italy, and they went all the way to the final and won it, so it's very unlikely that he's going to be fit for the game either. So I think maybe we're going to be seeing Callum Hudson-Odoi on the right and Marcos Alonso on the left. In the middle, as much as I want to see Jorginho start, because I always say you need a sitter and you need a presser as your midfield pivot, Jorginho isn't going to be fully fit to start. You might see him come off the bench, but I think we're going to see Kovacic and Kante start again. And Kante was in amazing form in pre-season and in the last game of the Super Cup. But Kovacic, I need to see better passes from him. His passing was horrendous in the Super Cup final. Like, it was just misplaced passes left, right and centre. And his defensive awareness wasn't good enough for the equaliser either. We know the quality that Kovacic possesses, but we also know his weaknesses, and they never seem to change. So I need to see something different from Kovacic, especially if he wants to be getting more game time this season. I'm going to play him in this game anyway, but I need better passing from him. Moving into the front three, and as much as I wish and hope and pray we could be putting R9 in the middle of this one, he isn't going to be starting this game. He's most likely going to be back for the Arsenal match, but I don't think he'll be fit in time for this game, and I don't think he's going to be registered in time for the game either. So with Ziyech out as well, which is just as annoying too, because Ziyech was probably one of our best players coming out of pre-season, I'm going to go for Timo Werner on the left. I'm going to go for Christian Pulisic on the right, and I'm going to go for Kai Havertz in the middle. Kai Havertz I expect to ball out regardless. I think Kai Havertz is going to be one of our highest performers throughout the season and could be a potential player of the season if he continues on the upward trajectory that he's been on in 2021. Timo Werner though, this is the year for him. There's no more excuses now. I know exactly the sort of player he is. I know what he brings to the team. I know how good his movement is. But I need him to start burying chances. I need him to have a better first touch as well. Maybe when he's playing next to Romelu Lukaku, you might see the best get brought out of him, because I know Lukaku will create a lot more space for Timo Werner and vice versa as well. But there is not going to be as many excuses for Werner this season as there was for last season. Werner needs to start firing. Christian Pulisic as well, he was one of our worst players in the Super Cup if we're being honest about it. I need to see a better performance from him in the Crystal Palace game too, but Christian Pulisic does love a game against Crystal Palace. So hopefully he's confident going into this game, and hopefully he bags another goal as well. My score prediction, I'm going to go for a standard 2-0 Chelsea. I'm going to go for Kai Havertz, and I'll go Timo Werner because I want to feel optimistic for this season. We'll go Kai Havertz and Timo Werner as our goal scorers. But let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my thoughts down in the comment section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Chelsea Fan TV. We'll see you outside the ground after the game for the post-match footage. Until then, take care, like and subscribe, and up the Chelsea.